Sorry, what?
Is it cool if I was in musical taking the test?
I would say no, just because we're gonna have more people in here than just our class today. And I don't want them being like, oh, Miss McClellan doesn't care about them. Hi. 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 Yes. Mr. Johnson and Mr. Washington's spare kids are coming in here today. No, he's testing. That's why. Hmm? Wash and Johnson. I don't either. So I literally have no idea who I'm supposed to have. You are Johnson's one child. Washington is apparently supposed to have like 10. Let me I know we're all shocked to hear this, but someone gave me the wrong information. So this is all the kids that are going to be in here today. And Chip, if you want to use your headphones, that's fine, because Marilyn knows that I don't always follow rules. How annoying, though. Wait, isn't Troy here? Of course he did. That's all he ever does is go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom, stay in the bathroom. Glad that we've got a few days left in this room. So then will I have any of Wash's kids? Okay. Let me change this. Hi. Oh, okay. Okay, we're starting our test today. Okay. We have today and tomorrow, yeah. Hi, people. Before I take attendance, I just need to look at this for a second. Algebra 1 and Algebra 2. So in that case, what's biology or US history? I don't know. I lost him.
You know if I missed anything, I'm sorry, do you know if I missed anything Tuesday?
Tuesday. Let me look. Oh, you know what? He went to Stover.
I think I
Monday
might
or
even ask
Tuesday.
for one instead.
Tuesday. You weren't here when we did the poems.
I was thinking, yeah, I was saying Tuesday.
You weren't here on Tuesday. Okay. Well, then I'm just going to excuse you from that. Don't worry about it. Ian's here. Corey's here. Christian's here. Brendan's here. Hayward's not. Wait, is that true? Hayward's not? Hayward is not. Who did we just lose? Oh, it was Corey. Troy, Eli, Nate, Chip, Sterling. We do not have on Darius. Okay. So guys, what I'm going to do today is just kind of go over the test again, but I'm going to wait until Troy gets back in here because he was very late yesterday and I said I don't want to go back over this a third time. So once Troy gets back from the bathroom, we'll go over the test. But those of you who are virtual, I'm going to stay on the call for a few minutes, but you don't necessarily have to stay as long as you're going to work on your test. We have today and tomorrow to do it. You turned your test in already? Oh my God, Nate. So impressed.
Congratulations.
Need to hear me go back over it. Sterling is sarcastically telling you congratulations. Well, let me check. I didn't even look yet. Nathaniel Ravenel, sure enough. There you are. Yes. Yes, the Beowulf PDF. That is a good question. Yeah, if you guys who are virtual want to leave and work on this independently, you can do that. If you'd prefer to stay and work on it so that if you have any questions, I'm here to ask them to, then that's also fine. Whenever Troy gets back from the bathroom, we'll go back over it again so that everybody knows what they're doing. But I think everybody who's in here right now heard the instructions yesterday. So I'm going to turn my stuff off. I'll turn it back on in just a minute when Troy gets back. Well, a minute. God knows how long he'll be in the bathroom, but
He's gonna fall asleep.
he will again.
Attendance for graduation ceremony.
You did send that. I have everybody's attendance now. Get Hayward marked present. He can't hear me yet. Hayward, in just a minute, we're gonna go over the test, and we have today and tomorrow to work on it. I'm just waiting on Troy to get back from the bathroom, which we all know could be half an hour, but I know that he has not yet heard the instructions either. I went over it yesterday, but not everybody was here. So we're gonna go over it in just a minute. Okay, we're gonna go over what this test is like. I was waiting on you because you were so late yesterday that you didn't hear what the test is, and we're working on it today and tomorrow. But look, perfect timing because here comes on Darius as well. Let me go ahead and get him marked present. Huh? What? Yeah, today and tomorrow. You'll have to work on it. What? Senior, well, grades are due the 9th. Are y'all gonna have any more grades for me after this? No. I don't know about any of your other teachers though. Yeah, I mean, probably most people have a due date of like tomorrow, so that they have time to grade stuff. But okay, we're just gonna go back over this, and I know a lot of y'all heard it yesterday, but I want to make sure everybody knows what they're doing. and is able to complete it. So this test is in 2 parts. And for the first part, make sure everybody's listening. For the first part, you're picking which book you're going to answer stuff about. You're either going to answer all the questions about Beowulf, all of them about Canterbury Tales, all of them about Everyman, Hamlet, Jane Eyre, which we didn't read, but we watched the movie and I'll count that. Frankenstein, or The Importance of Being Earnest. You're picking one of those major works and answering all the questions in part 1 about that. Don't answer some questions about Frankenstein and some about The Importance of Being Earnest. All about one of them. Yes. Keep in mind that some numbers have more than one question and you need to answer all parts of the question to get full credit. They're pretty easy questions. Like, who are 5 of the main characters in the book? If there are only 4 main characters, you can list a 5th who's mentioned, but it's less important. Who is the protagonist of the book? And tell me a little bit about them. Like if you were going with Victor Frankenstein, you might want to tell me that he's got, you know, a mom and a dad and 2 siblings. 2 siblings? Yeah. And then a fake sibling cousin. And that he is very interested in science. Is that character a static character or a dynamic character? Do they stay the same throughout the story, or do they undergo a major change over the course of the book? What's one of the central conflicts of this book, and is it internal or external? Describe the setting of this book. If there are multiple settings, you can pick which one you think is the most important one, or the one where most of the book takes place. Like, again, for instance, in Frankenstein, you've got several different settings throughout the thing. So you might want to choose, you know, his home in Geneva or Ingolstadt, where he went to school and started the process of making the monster. Up to you. Number 6, describe the introduction and or exposition of this book. What do we learn about the characters and their background during the exposition? Does it take place during present tense, or is the narrator telling the whole story as a flashback? So depending on which one you choose, your answer might be really different on this question. Like, a lot of them will probably just have like the exposition is us getting to know the characters, getting to know the central conflict. Frankenstein, for example, that's not going to be quite so clear cut, because the exposition or the introduction is starting with the letters from Walton. And so it all kind of takes place after the fact. Describe the resolution of this novel. Does it wrap up neatly or leave us on a cliffhanger? Does it end happily or no? What is the climax of this novel or play? Explain why you think that's the turning point. Describe one theme of the book and explain how you see an example of that theme in the book. And number 10, name one literary device the author uses in this novel or play and explain how it's used. You could do symbolism, imagery, metaphor, foreshadowing, anything else you think of. For Hamlet, you could do like couplets, rhymes. So that's part 1. And then you also have a bonus here. What was your favorite quote from this novel or play? And it doesn't have to be word for word. You could just say, like, I liked Hamlet's soliloquy about whether he's going to kill himself or not. Part 2 is a little bit different. And you've got, I think, 11 questions, all of which have 2 parts. For each of the major literary periods, which are listed here, provide one value or characteristic of the time period and one common trend or characteristic in the literature of that time period. So to make this easier for you, because it's been a long time since we've done some of these, on Canvas, I've published this whole new module, Eras of British Literature Notes. Troy, are you paying attention? Okay. You look like you're falling asleep. I just put all the notes here, and the most helpful one for you guys would be this last one, 829 Timeline of British Literature, and I'll show you why this is helpful. This kind of goes through each of them, each of the eras, and talks about different qualities, different characteristics of the time period and literature. So when you're doing the Renaissance or Shakespeare era, you can look at this and say, love is a huge popular theme. And then one of the characteristics of the literature would be drama written in verse, for instance. I mean, there's tons. So this should have most, if not all, of the different time periods. But if you can't find what you need from that one, you've got all these other ones that you can look through. So, any questions about it? Nope. Okay, well, we've got the rest of today. We'll have tomorrow. When you get it submitted, or when you get it finished, just go ahead and submit it and we'll, I'll get it graded. I just saw that Nate finished his yesterday, so, yeah. I had no idea, but those of you who are virtual, if you want to leave and work independently, you can. I just wanted to make sure that we had the chance to go back over it and see if you guys had any questions. If you want to stay and work on it in case you do have questions as you are working on it, then feel free. I'll turn my stuff off and y'all just let me know if you need me.